Greetings, viewers, and welcome back. It's another Replay Tuesday here at Sparky Pants Studios. I'm Red Rupee, along with Deckard, as always.
How's it going?
Pretty good. Yourself?
I'm doing excellent. We got a good game coming up here. It's going to be between Linan and Majus. I believe these are both Dropzone Nation folks.
They are among our most avid supporters already. These guys are always running events and keeping things going over at Dropzone Nation, so make sure you check out that group. They've got a site, they've got a Discord channel, everything you want for Dropzone. They can help you out on the fan community.
Yeah, really, really good guys. And what do we got here? We've got General Vex versus Pandora.
And then Vice and Recon.
Vice, Recon, but Vice for Majus has...
I think Vice for Majus looks like it's pretty vanilla, but Linan instead is running the Dino Vortex.
Yes, Dino Vortex.
Which allows him to pull everyone in to that rig. You can see those big spinning vortex kind of generators there. He's also running cloning laser, gravity gun on his General Vex. So he's got two movement abilities that can really kind of position his enemy rigs wherever he wants to.
And both also have a little bit of slow once you use them. So it's going to be very interesting to see if he can double up on these pull-in movements and slowdowns and combo it with Recon's rocket cluster.
Yeah, I mean, he's got rocket cluster and thermite grenade, and of course null field as well. So he's got the potential for lots of AoE damage if he can line up both the Dino Vortex and that gravity gun. What I was saying about cloning laser, that's actually what's over here on Pandora. That's a powerful turret that can be deployed, and it actually will clone itself if it kills an enemy rig, so it can really turn the tide of team fights really quickly.
Yeah, it's a very exciting piece of gear. New to the summoners, as we said last week. Summoners are new to this, to Dropzone, fairly recently added. So we're going to see some interesting play from these new rigs and pilots, and as pro players and young players alike start to learn their abilities, it's going to be interesting.
So far in this game, we didn't really go over the objectives, but we got First Blood and Alpha Strike on the field, so no one really playing particularly aggressively, as does tend to happen.
Rocket Cluster's coming down on Vice. Vice eating up that damage.
He doesn't care.
Gonna risk... Nope, he's pulling back.
Oh, man.
Stutter stepping from Majus.
But that opposing Recon's coming in here to scare him on out of there. Look at those long-range rockets. Sending Recon on home. The main differences between our Recons, by the way, we've got Thermite Grenade and rugged capacitors on this Recon, going for that sort of ability damage route. Oh my gosh, this could
Shock
be
Prod going down. Oh!
Man, if you didn't catch what happened there, Shock Prod actually hit, but with Omni targeting, the opposing Recon wasn't even close enough for that Shock Prod to stun him, so he was able to get that last rocket off even after the thrusters went down and finish off that Recon. If you're using a super long-range gunner, if you've got Shock Prod and you're afraid your rig is going to die, you actually want to move closer to that gunner to make sure that stun goes off, and then you can escape. It's kind of counterintuitive, but it's a little bit of an advanced maneuver there.
And Linan here trying to go for the total vision while uploading. Couldn't happen. General Vex eaten a lot of damage, had to retreat, but Linan's Recon is down to the bottom left vision tower, and now using the jump pads to escape any possible conflict with Majus at the middle left hive.
Yeah, I think that's what I always love doing. I always love trying to upload while I'm forcing pressure on another objective like Total Vision or Alpha Striking, get those uncontested uploads, and I think it was actually a slight mistake not dropping this core from General Vex for Vice to just turn around and continue uploading while those rigs were chasing down Recon. Something else you always want to keep in mind, if you've got a rig heading back to heal and they're carrying a core, you probably want to drop that core, get it somewhere closer to the uplink where one of your healthier rigs can get it on the field and score.
Yes, sound advice. And speaking of Vice, we have Vice coming in right now for Majus uploading. General Vex probably going to use Gravity Gun to take him off that uplink. Not sure what his delay is.
I guess he was just seeing... I guess he didn't want to burn the cooldown. He looks like he didn't need it anyways. He scared Vice off, so probably a good choice in the long run not to waste that. Vice still sitting at level 1. I want to see that Dino Vortex come online, and I really want to see some rocket cluster into Gravity Gun play. Another word here we didn't actually talk about too much was Quantum Leap, which is actually a really cool ability. It allows that rig after a short channel to teleport to any other rig on the map, so you can really kind of change the tide of a battle when it looks like a one-on-one or a two-on-one fight.
And it looks like we've got Majus trying to take his own total vision. Obviously, he needs one more in the south, but he's adding that pressure, so it's causing Linan to stick around that bottom vision tower because he knows there's going to come, Linen's going to come for, I'm sorry, Majus is going to come for it. And here comes Majus, coming for that bottom south vision tower.
Oh, Recon's really brazen being in enemy territory out here by himself. It looks like the stun goes down.
Booster's away. Booster's coming out. Oh, and he misclicked.
Oh, wow.
Couldn't make the jump pad.
I think he actually would have escaped there if he hadn't kind of doubled back there for some reason. I don't know if he just thought he wasn't going to get away and tried to get another shot in. But with Combat Rush on that Recon, hitting that jump pad at such low health, he would have been able to zoom out of there. Combat Rush makes it really difficult to lock down a Recon if you can't burst him towards the end of his health pool.
Yeah. And Linen uploading his 8th core, pulling ahead 2-8. This is looking a little scary for Majus. I don't know what his plan is.
A couple objectives could bring him right back into this. Let's see. Is Vice actually going to get this total vision? I doubt it. No, Recon's here to kind of contest that, so it's not going to go down. I always do like taking this northern or southern vision tower, the one that's out by the boss, especially when Boss Slayer isn't on the field. It forces your opponent to kind of react, and like you said, they have to hug that bottom vision tower near their farming.
And you have 2 escape paths on the top right and bottom left vision tower, as opposed to just one escape path on with the jump pads on the other vision towers, the opposing ones.
But yeah, sitting at 2-9 right now, solid lead for Linen. Majus is going to have to, I feel like, get both Alpha Strike and Total Vision to get back into this.
Yes.
Both players...
Remind me, Red Rupee, what is the name of that ability that that turns your weapons red as they are unused? I believe right there on Pandora.
Oh, I believe that's either a core hammer. I believe that's core hammer, which gives bonus weapon damage while you're carrying a core. So that gives actually a weapon damage aura. So both Pandora and Recon and Vice currently, so long as Pandora's holding that core, will have increased weapon damage. So it's a good quick way to get some surprising DPS out of a rig which would otherwise not be doing that.
And that Amoeba Protocol just went down for Vice. That
up to 4 stacks on that.
4 stacks, nice. That's an extra 60 HP that has been added to his maximum HP. This is not a temporary HP buff. It becomes a maximum addition during this game.
But that being said, Linden's doing a good deal better. He's already up to 7 stacks.
Okay.
Approaching 100 bonus HP.
And look at these. Both players are just leaving hives all over the ground. I'm sorry, not hives, cores. They're
my gosh.
All over
the reason
ground.
they're doing that, though, is for this alpha. They know both players are sitting on Alpha Strike. These are the last 2 alphas required
They're
for
both
both
7
sides.
to 7.
It's 7-7, but it looks like Majus has a slight lead on this. Will the Rockets be able to take out these 2 just in the nick of time? There's 1 alpha over here. This one goes down. The second alpha is neck and neck here. Oh my gosh, I don't even know what it's going to go. Wow, Linen takes it. Without that Alpha Strike, I don't know how Majus is getting back into this. A little profane there from Majus, dropping all kinds of emotes right now. Very frustrated how close he was to that. That was neck and neck. That's why, I know players are inclined to play on their side of the map on this map here on Mind the Gap, but I always want to see players invading their opponent's side and trying to steal that alpha. If you can steal even just a single alpha from your opponent's hives, you can force them. Yeah, you can force them to then have the impetus to come onto your side, and at that point you have way more control than they do. 5 to 15, and things are looking pretty dire. Oh my gosh,
Pandora with her signature move. Litany of Plagues going down with Recon's ult.
Oh man, the gravity gun pulls in Vice, but Vice is so meaty, he's just not even oh, but he stops moving. What is he doing? He turns around to engage both Vices and a Recon going down. 4 rigs down in the blink of an eye.
All this damage and just the destruction
of summoners left, but you know what? That
General
summoner
Vex going down as well. Majus is remaining with Pandora and all these cores on the map.
Just as we were saying, it was not even a possibility for Pandora to take this back. It's 5 to 15. And no rigs on the field. There's at least 5 cores sitting around here with Cloning Laser out. That Cloning Laser was pretty much what decided that last battle there.
Yeah, Majus has about 30 seconds before some more rigs get on the map for Linen, and even then Linen's going to have travel distance to deal with.
I mean, just let's take a look at there's 4, 5, 9, 10, 13, 16 cores on the map right now. Not including
18 as well, plus the 19th up there. This is.
I mean, as much as this looks like it's going in Linen's hands, no problem. there's so many cores that this could go either way. Almost all the cores are unlocked since both players were trying to hit that Alpha Strike so very hard.
Yes,
so.
and Majus has spawned back. He is going down for...
Is he going for the boss? That has to be what he's going for.
Why would he?
I mean, I guess he just knows that he needs to win a couple team fights to steal some cores and get back into this.
Can he take this boss with just 2 rigs?
I think so.
But here comes Pandora. She jumped in.
Dropped the cloning laser. This is going to
drop the null field.
But now he has to do something with this because he's sacrificing uploads to his opponent. He's letting his opponent get extra uploads. Vice is now pretty beat up. It's a good move for the team fight, but when you're behind, it's hard to justify the time spent on that, especially without Ball Slayer being on the field. The bonus damage.
And honestly, I don't know what Linan was thinking trying to go for more cores. He has a 7-core lead. He should have just blocked the uplink and done his best to prevent more uploads.
Yeah, I mean, he's playing aggressively, which I always prefer that anyways. Try to make sure that there's absolutely no way your opponent can claw back into this. With Total Vision still on the field, but still, I mean, an 8-core lead with 4 minutes left. What are you going to do? Pandora, Vice, and Recon for Majus really need to pull off some kind of amazing play here.
And you know, Majus is not really taking advantage of this 50% damage buff that he received from that boss buff.
He should be in his face right now. Pandora breakdancing right in the middle of the enemy team, doing tons of damage. Double strikes happening all over the place.
Oh my god, this is a devastating
Pandora gets eliminated.
Vice is definitely going to go down.
The stun goes down with that boss buff again. It's going to be a team wipe for Majus, allowing him to close the gap even further.
Unbelievable.
But, oh my gosh, but down to a single rig again. What? I didn't even see what finished off the recon. I thought Majus well took out that recon with a shot or 2 remaining, but as it stands, it's just Vice. If he had another rig, he could easily upload 5 or 6 cores right now and even this game up. As it stands, having to ferry back and forth with Vice is going to slow him down a good bit.
Vice is not the fastest mover.
Yeah, he'll at least be able to close the gap, but he needed another rig to survive there. I think he could have played that a little better. That said, I mean, that Pandora signature ability, the Litany of Plagues, I mean, it silences, it slows, it deals crazy damage. He's just been blinking right into his enemy's formation and dropping that with Recon on the outside.
And if I'm not mistaken, it does damage your own ally rigs as well. So
yeah,
you have to position yourself properly with that signature move.
Yeah, it's very dangerous to do it in the middle of your own formation because it will hurt you. Let's see, Litany of Plagues with 12 seconds remaining, but is he looking for another boss? This can't, I don't think that's the right choice. I mean, he's winning these team fights, so I guess if he wins one more team fight, the gap's closing, but he's doing it very slowly. Although, I'm just excited to see people taking advantage of this boss buff. I think in the late game stages, especially when everyone's farmed up, like, he's getting squad advantage right now as far as level, so he's going to have some more, he's going to have a beefier Vice here in a second as well.
Alpha Protocol going down, Amoeba Protocol going down again, giving him 15 more HP onto his maximum tank.
Yeah, he's up to 8 stacks as opposed to his opponent's Vice, which is, also at 8 stacks.
8 stacks has 120 HP on top of their base HP. It's a good amount of damage for
especially
being
for
extra
a level
tanky.
1 ability.
13-19 with 2 minutes remaining. I don't know if Majus has the time to pull this off.
No,
where's he going?
I'm not sure.
Oh, he's trying to go. Is he going for Total Vision?
Oh, I mean, maybe he has to. Oh, there's 2 minutes left. This could go. Oh, he's backing off. I think he should stay.
Oh, I think he juked him, tried to pull him off the uplink.
I think he should have kept those 2 rigs in his opponent's face. Those 2 with boss buff should be able to kind of deal with what's going on out here. Especially with that Pandora, they're all grouped up. He could go in there and drop that Litany, which is on cooldown.
Dino Vortex pulling him in.
No rockets coming down, though. There she goes. She's going right down the middle of it, but can't use her ability because she's silenced. She was right on the edge of General Vex's null field, unable to hit her Litany of Plagues. I'm sure he was slamming that button. But, oh my gosh, look at that rocket cluster. That was beautiful, leaving only Vice out here on the field to
rocketing
contest.
away to damage to death. Recon taking Vice's health down.
He might have just enough time to pull this off. He should drop that core. There you go. Get Vice uploading. 15-19. He still needs to get... He only has 3 cores right here.
He can definitely do it. He has more than 60 seconds. He can definitely do this.
But, Oh my gosh, he's won these last few team fights, and I do think it's entirely thanks to that boss buff.
Yeah.
Recon's getting that last core. Vice is moving out, but I don't think he's going to be able to snag... That's what he needs to do, is snag this core away right here.
Linan doesn't even see it. If Linan had grabbed that core, it would have been all over.
Yeah, that's all he needed to do. I don't think there's enough time for Recon to have gone and ferried one more core out. Vice is looking for one of his own. I guess... With 8 seconds from... Oh, man, it's going to come down to the last few seconds here, because if Vice can dunk this core for Linan, he can at least tie it up and take it into overtime, but it's going to come down to the last few seconds. 30 seconds remain as Linan's final rig respawns. Finally, he was waiting so long for that. I'm sure it felt like an eternity.
19.
Oh, he let Vice get on the uplink. He's got nothing out here. Where is that Pandora?
Linan used gravity gun,
Plagues, but he's blasting his own team away with that. He stops the upload.
Friendly fire from Litany of Plagues and possibly Inferno.
Oh my gosh, it's going 4 seconds left. Vice is on the upload. He needs to get Pandora over there.
Not gonna happen.
Oh my gosh, he was just barely.
What a good game.
Oh, I'm shaking my fist. He could have had that. I didn't think that was going to be close at the end at all, the way that game was going. But towards the, I mean, just look at those team fights. He was a bit sloppy because I think he was losing more rigs than he needed to. Because if he had had 2 rigs up at any point during those team fights,
he would have been able to have cleaned up the map with all those cores and pulled ahead instead of trying to tie it up and then, gosh.
Yeah, I mean, looking at the scoreboard here, you can see. I mean, it's just a complete reversal here. At the start of the game, it's just dunk after dunk after dunk, then Alpha Strike on top of that. But then over here, just uploading cores 4 and 5 at a time for the second half, it managed to just barely miss that victory. I can't believe he didn't have something to get that Vice off of there. I guess he didn't have. It was Linan who was running all the interrupting abilities.
Yeah.
All those forced movement abilities can rip someone right off of an uplink and stop them from uploading. And I mean, there's just so much value in being able to do that. Both Dino Vortex and Gravity Gun. We never saw it combined with a nice rocket cluster, though. Unfortunately,
we didn't. Usually, when I play those kind of combinations, I like to throw down a gravity gun and the null field and the rockets all in the same spot. We did see a lot of orbital bump. Orbital strike. We did see a lot of recon signature move, though. That was exciting.
Yeah, I mean, well, signature moves all around because the Litany of Plagues went down, 3 times that game? That last one, unfortunately, though, Majus, I'm sure, was panicking because that Vice was uploading the game-winning core, but all he needed to do was move Pandora maybe a dozen meters to the right, and he would have been able to hit that Litany, probably would have saved him a ton of HP on his recon, which then would have been able to clean up whatever was left and allow his own Vice to maybe upload and counter. At least keep some damage off him, because that's all he needed to do.
For as powerful as Litany of Plagues is, it's damaging to all parties. So you really have to know your area and your positioning, because otherwise, if you're using it willy-nilly, it's all over. And
it's funny because he has Evoker's Web, which gives his summoner bonus ability damage from nearby allies. So those allies were increasing the ability damage on themselves in those last moments of the match.
I did not even realize that. All right, well,
yeah, I mean, we saw a lot of good subtleties in a lot of the skills. We saw the ups and downs of conductive spike there. We saw null field, which was crucial in keeping Linan's team alive, because I'm sure he didn't realize that his Pandora was still in that field, and I'm sure he was just slamming that signature button trying to get that Litany of Plagues off, and instead just lost his summoner for his efforts.
Yeah.
It really allows you to lock down a rig, especially when they dive deep like that. If someone blinks into your enemy formation, you null field them, and whatever they were planning is out the window.
Out the window, yes.
But wow, that was another action-packed map. I didn't think that was going to be much of a match.
It looked like it was not going to go well for Majus, and he came back. I think Linan made a couple mistakes to allow that to happen. Clearly, the graph shows that.
And the boss buffs. Those boss buffs,
they clearly helped. He had a plan.
I'd venture to say that Linan is clearly the stronger player in this situation. I mean, if the leaderboard says anything to that, I mean, Linan's a top 20 player. But that boss buff allowed Majus to, I mean, he might not have the micro of Linan, but he had the right strategy and tactics to take those team fights.
Yeah. All right. Well, keep in mind, folks, that we've been asking for your replays for us to cast. If you think something amazing happened or some silly plays have happened, this match that we just saw was posted on the forums.
It was,
so
yeah.
we do listen, and we do check
listen.
them out.
And I tell you what, if you post a game without this guy right here, without Recon, without rocket clusters, there's like a 300% more chance that we will cast that game.
Yes,
as much as I love seeing recons, I mean, we want to see some different stuff. Rocket cluster's great, and I know it's hard to say no to, but there's other stuff out there, folks.
Same with Vice. I know everybody loves pulverizers, but we love ground pounder. We love palm rockets on Warhead. I love palm rockets. I love watching play with palm rockets.
Yeah, I really do too. And I think in the ESL Cup there's been a lot of that, so maybe we'll have to check out some of those games as well.
Yes, we should do that.
But anyways, let's get out of here before we ramble too much longer. Send us your replays on that forum post at Dropzone. What is it? It's Play Dropzone.
PlayDropzone.boards.com. Oh boy,
we're
the worst.
Yeah, it's on the main menu actually. Go click the forum button. We don't know web addresses. That's why they put us here to talk. We're not thinkers, we're talkers. Anyways, this is Red Rupee.
This is Deckard.
We'll catch you folks next time.
See you later, Belters.